Hello and welcome to Dash League Network presentation. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't currently have my streaming template up. I was trying to fix that, but I wasn't able to get it to work. Anyways, this is Kastle here. I'm just streaming from the app. No fancy maps or anything today. I'll try to fix that for next time. Today we've got our second Draft League match here. It's only the second one that's been scheduled. The first one, I believe, was between Ace versus L. I'm not sure what the outcome of that is, so you'll have to ask around for that. Today's match, we have FLUX versus Ping here, the second match. And it looks like we are currently waiting for the rest of Ping to arrive. All of FLUX appears to already be here. Currently on the lineup today for FLUX, we've got Moderation. Haven't seen him around in a while, so good to see him back. Shenral, famous European rocketeer and heavies expert. Got Trackhoof down from under, along with Nugget there. Both very strong players, and fearless leader Taser, as everyone knows from team name. On the other side, we have the Ping players, Quad.io or Quadio, as everyone should know him. Taole, you'll see him around in pubs a lot, and Mad Cleaver. Ping's still waiting for a couple more players to arrive, so in the meantime, we'll just chill, enjoy some music, and just relax, I guess. I'm assuming Draft League should work under the same rules that Dash League does. Season 5 coming up after Draft League. That being said, if Ping doesn't show up within the next, if their fourth player doesn't show up within the next 4 or 5 minutes, technically they would forfeit this map, and it would go on to the next waiting phase. Oh, and it looks like we got Flippy here, who is the player they were probably waiting for. Flippy being the drafter for Ping. Meantime, let me see if I can. I'm gonna try something. I'll be right back. Oh, that's why. Watch the countdown. I don't have any
10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3, 2,
1.
0.
Hello, welcome back. Yeah, I couldn't get it to work. We're having some issues with the mod loader, the melon loader that I normally would use as the template. But it looks like they both have their players here today. Let's go through the lineups again and get this show on the road. Flux once again, Moderation, Shinrao, Traku, Nugget, and their captain and drafter Taser. For Ping, we've got Quadio, Towley, Medcleaver, and the two latecomers, Flippy and Fathead, two of their stronger players. So I expect a good match here. For today's maps, we have Launchpad, Waterway, all played on New York server, which is my personal favorite. Probably not a favorite for Nugget, but you'll be playing on a high ping today. It should be a good one. We got a lot of strong players here. Does anyone have any predictions? Go ahead and put it. Go ahead and put that in the comments to see what team you think will likely take this for today. Otherwise, we'll get started here in a minute once these teams are ready to get going. Does browser work? No, it does not work. Oh well. Yeah, it would be cool to know what number picks they are. Fortunately, for today, this is a bare bones cast. But here we go. Let's get started with the launch pad. Pushing first, Ping.
Prepare to start.
We'll see some taser action here and see what he's got for us today. Looks like Taser's gonna go for those shocks. Bare bone cast.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go. First elimination.
Taser going, taking out Medcleaver. Going for that second kill. Looks like unable to quite land that last shock. It's a nice pick on Tally going after the cart. And another kill, tag on Flippy there. 1 of 4, fourth kill, clears cart, finally taken down by Tally, who manages to take him out as well. I should probably turn on follow and kill. Flippy going for a disruptive roll, pushing up to the bridge here. Trying to create some space. Unable to take out Traku on the rockets. That's going to be a thorn in Ping's side here later on. Shinrao getting set up towards the staple room. Pushing in with a teammate here. Looks like Cart has stopped here. Shinrao getting some work done with the staples. Nice pick there. Going back to get health. Hold that position. So far, it looks like Flux has a really good forward position set up. Flippy finally getting set up in this disruptive roll, but Nugget taking him out. Important pick by Nugget there. Being a little bit behind time here, only now approaching the incline at 4:30. However, they can get down this incline. Still have plenty of time to keep checkpoint pace. Taser, nice headshot there to clear Cart. Cart getting stalled once again on the incline. We're seeing a lot of Flux players still disrupting into Ping's base here, causing a lot of havoc and mayhem for Ping. Finally getting a double stack on Cart here. Movement around the bend. And it looks like just a few seconds behind checkpoint pace, but Cart now within range of those rockets, and we hear the echoing roar of those rockets in the distance. Little battle here. Quad taking the cake here. Going for flank. Sneaky move, nearly taking out the rockets. The track is slipping away. Just a sliver of health. Nugget deep in the flanking, taken out by Tally, who himself, I believe, got taken out by rockets. You see him spawn in again and see what he has for us. Tally choosing to take that high roll here. Referring to a lot of rail ride. I'm surprised he managed to live as long, but looks like no one's catching him. Getting some cart moving here for a second. Moderation finally taking him off, but getting taken out by Bathead. Couple blues on Cart now. Cart seeing some movement here. Approaching the SMG bridge. They really got stalled here at the bend, and that's not what you want to see for the pushing team. They've had a lot of difficulty setting up in this corner, in this area, getting that push that they really need. And this is something we expect to see with a lot of the draft league teams. These players are practically all brand new to each other. These teams don't have a lot of the coordination a lot of teams just expect. So roles are being created on the fly, and these teams haven't been scrumming a lot. It's not likely they know who to rely on, who's doing what role. I believe that's what we're seeing here today. Looking at current scores, Flippy in the lead for Ping here with 15 and 14, going just over 2,000 points. Taser killing it, going 26 and 11. I can't believe I didn't even see that earlier, but Taser really holding it down for his team, and with a high score of 2,740. Taser absolutely rocking it. Actually, I want to see what he's up to. Nice tag on Cart, getting cleared by Quad. Quad pushing up to see if he can take out Traku there, and those rockets have just been super annoying for Ping. Cart now with a minute and a half left. Get a Cart view here. Just a few pushes, and it looks like Ping will still be able to get it through checkpoint. They had a really good late push here. And finally getting rid of Red's side defensive hold. Red is going to have to keep someone on Cart practically the rest of this time here if they want to have a chance to hold him at checkpoint. But I anticipate that is likely not going to happen. Taser getting set up on top of the checkpoint area here. Getting taken out by shocks from a distance. And we see a push by Ping. Shut down. Just barely shy of oh, and they get it with nearly a minute left. Getting to checkpoint. Still plenty of time to get it towards the 85% hold later on as well. Next phase will be triangle room. Flippy going in. Early disruption towards the triangle. You take it out, but moderation's SMGs here. Quad for avenging Flippy, but then getting taken out, I believe, by himself. Maybe he had some heavies or something along those lines. Seeing the battle, starting to come around the Cart here as it approaches the pre-checkpoint red spawn health room area. We're seeing some good disruption here by Flux, Shinrao, getting some staple work in. We don't see a lot of staples used these days. The damage drop off at a distance it's not made it as effective as it used to be. SMG's being the preferred method, but the insane fire rate that you see with the staples is still really fun. Speaking of which, I think the current deathmatch record, which is under 2 minutes, it's like a minute 30 something, is with staples. So it goes to show just how effective staples can be. Shinra once again getting set up with staples on the bridge. Low on health though. pick on Tally here. Ping getting a really good push here. We haven't really seen the cart move, get stopped too much in this area, and that's really primarily due to Ping's really aggressive disruption in the triangle room. They've been able to hold this area really well. Now double stacking cart. FLUX having a hard time here getting a foothold in this area. Moderation. We're finally seeing the cart stopped as FLUX get a hold of the triangle, and multiple FLUX members setting up in the bridge area, trying to cover those 3 flanks towards cart. Moderation with long distance rockets here getting set up in the shotgun flank. Nice curve over bridge. Ooh, Flippy anticipating him and taking him out. Going for a spawn lock here. Moderation with a nice shot on him though, putting him in a dangerous spot. Flippy, however, taking him out. Not a lot of FLUX players, most of them still in the triangle area, and cart has been stopped, so Flippy wisely choosing to come back here. Now on a triple kill, I believe, and getting cart movement. Getting a lot of work done. More Flippy action here, taking out Traku. Finally getting taken out by Taser. Flippy now rocking at 35-24. Still leading the team in terms of score. Quad following him 28-26. Taser carrying his team going 43-25. Second scoring and killing Nugget for their team. Taser and Flippy trading. Taser taking out both Quad and Flippy. Important picks by him. Cart's finally getting stopped just past the rocket bridge here. FLUX continuing to send players into the triangle area and getting set up on rockets. This is a really good defense that they have. It's going to take a lot of coordination for Ping to be able to break this hold. They're going to have to try to group up, and they're going to have to try to get multiple players in the flank, because this triangle sightline here is super dangerous. Fathead getting a tag on Traku and coming around the flank, taking out Nugget. It looks like a spawn lock's happening here. Probably a mixture of both Fathead and Flippy getting work done in this area. Fathead being extremely aggressive, doing a kamikaze suicide approach, but it was super effective. Cart now nearing the 86% hold. They still have 2.5 minutes left. But they get a little frustrated why his hits aren't landing, getting taken out by a nice charge shot by Tracker. Cart getting stopped. And despite the spawn lock here, Cart didn't move a super ton from the rocket bridge. So they had the disruption. He had the disruption. Unfortunately, they didn't have a lot of Cart pushing to back it up. A little Cart movement, but with those 3 avenues towards Cart, towards 85%, 86% hold, things get even tougher for Ping. I anticipate Ping probably won't get too much more of a push out of this. Maybe around 87, 88, unless they can get a really crazy overtime and take out rockets here. Shin Rao, masterful rocketeer, getting taken out at a distance by Flippy. They're finally getting that push. Not around the bend though, so now they're still exposed to that spawn sightline here. Flippy, nice movement around Cart. 1 charge shot, but he is alone, getting taken out. Traku with the kill. Tally getting a little bit more of a Cart push. Nice dodge off and on Cart to get another percent. Getting to 87. They still have 45 seconds left. Still time for at least 2 to 3 pushes here, and maybe an overtime. Flippy getting a lot of work done, especially on the blue side. 50 and 32 now. And at the rate he's going, I suspect he'll be able to catch up with Taser on the red side. Tally taking out Taser. Seeing a push here. Flux shutting them down. Cart at 88%. We'll see if they can get that overtime. Shinra getting set up with SMGs. All Flux members preparing for that final push. And unable to get that final push. Cart stopped at 88%. 88% is a great push by teams with these kind of players here. It's going to be quite the push needed for Flux in order to get to that 88%. So we'll see what they have. They did show a really great defense with coordination. So if they can just translate that coordination from their red side hold over to their blue side, it's still doable for them. However, I think some people have already mentioned Flux do have the more experienced team. So, or Ping do have some of the stronger players, maybe on a one-to-one basis. So it's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a battle between that raw mechanical skill and firepower versus some coordination here. But Ping are starting to. Oh, a nice tag on the rail. Probably a little bit of a lucky shot there, but Tally flashing those gold rockets. Taser probably wasn't expecting that. Tally playing it cautiously here, getting some curved rocket shots, but yet to land anything on Cart. Nugget taking him out. And taking out another rocket on Matt Cleaver. Flux now with space to push up towards that bridge area. Seeing some disruption here, but a group up by Ping to counter. A really good push so far by Flux though. Approached an incline at 20 seconds above pace from where Ping was at earlier. Still moving. Matt Cleaver though, coming around the flank, getting chased into that house. Taser taking him out and stacking Cart. Seeing Cart moving now at 440, coming down the incline. I was about to say, I wasn't sure how Flippy managed to survive as long as he did. Nugget taking him out. Big group up by Flux here. And you can see Nugget's ping probably in the red, so probably in the 200s. Despite having very fast reactions, ping is not helping him out. Taser on the next tag on Cart, getting some movement around the bend. At 4 minutes, they are at checkpoint pace here, so if they can keep this up, still within range. However, rockets are up. Ping is set up in the area. Got rockets and a person on Cart. Shinra trying to get some shield action here. Nugget taking quad out. Distance rockets by Flippy. Flippy doing a little bit of everything, disrupting and doing rockets. But that's what he's known for. Getting chased here. Running back to get those resources. Choosing to only go for one rocket here. Taken out. Taser leading the way on a second kill. Can he get a third kill here? Scaring away the rockets. Shots from behind. He takes out Fathead. However, not before Quad manages to take him out on Cart with a rocket. A little bit of a dangerous spot for Quad here. He's exposed to that shield room, and he gets taken out by Taser. Taser tag on Flippy. And clearing the rockets here. A great push opportunity by Flux. Cart's moving here. Still moving. Finally getting slowed down here. And last blue player, but man, that was a huge loss of space by Ping. Flux with a great push there. Now with 2.5 minutes, they have plenty of time to get that remaining 3% over that checkpoint. Just a couple pushes and they could. Ping needing to really hold down this Cart. But at this point, They're probably more worried just about cutting that time down. Inches away
Checkpoint.
and getting it. That is checkpoint. With 2 minutes, they are a minute above pace where Ping was, and that goes to show just how much coordination Flux has been showing so far. We're seeing multiple Flux players flooding into the triangle room here. Moderation taking out Quad. Will be getting taken out the back. 3 Ping players around cart. Flux choosing to do a little bit more of a passive role here, holding up around cart. But it's working. It may not work out in the long run here. Multiple players getting taken out. Moderation being the only blue, I believe, in the area. Interesting tactic from Moderation to try to go for rockets here while pushing cart. Fathead taking him out. Likely he was doing that to prevent Ping from getting the rockets. Which at this phase, the rockets could be very dangerous. Mad Cleaver going for those rockets. Pulling back. Yeah, grabbing that health. We'll see what... Getting taken out by a Rocketeer. Traku. We're seeing a lot of rockets from both sides here. Really, it's just a battle of heavies. Flippy getting taken out. Nice rocket kill by Traku. And to get that cart routing too. Shinrao with his SMGs. Quad clearing cart. Nice tag on Shinrao. We see a few members of Ping here setting up, but Flux taking out all but a couple here. Track a nice shotgun tag. We see shotguns from Trackle a lot in pubs, and it really shows his versatility here with the multitude of different weapons here. Flippy clearing cart. And preemptively spamming that shotgun flank into the triangle area. And he's going at it. Multiple tags finally getting out of Moderation from the shotgun flank. Moderation getting a second kill. Going for that third tag, and he gets it on Quad. Going back to cart, getting that health. Really extending his lifespan here. Close counter kill by Moderation. He's on a 5 kill streak right now. Moderation getting a lot of work done. Taser approaching 100 kills now, and that is his 100th kill. Not exactly sure. Probably on Quad. Flip finally taking out Moderation. Going for that triangle health to try to get set back up on triangle. Ping now with an opportunity to slow down Flux a little bit here. And just, they're really going to have to slow them down. It's a 6% difference here. However, Flux has just under 4.5 minutes remaining. This car is cruising at this point. At 4 minutes, approaching that 86%. They have plenty of time to get past it. If they can just keep those coordinated pushes up. Med Cleaver really using good use of cover here to stay alive. Hopefully he saw that flank, and he did, choosing to move the opposite end. Oh, I wasn't sure where that came from. Moderation taking out rockets here. And that'll be an important kill by them to get some cart movement here. Nugget taking out Taser. Kills being traded back and forth. Nugget getting a nice close counter kill on Tally to get another percent as they cruise to this 86%. Fathead holding down the shotgun flank. chasing a blue player into that health room. Looks like that already been taken out. Taser hiding in the health room waiting for a blue player to fly on by and chase him down. Arm's getting a little tired. Yeah, after a while holding those guns up. Nice tag on Traku, a headshot there. So you think you can sneak up on anyone. Taser flanking around him to get the tag in on triangle. Taking out Tally here. Another charge shot on Fathead. That's a double kill and another tag on Flippy. We're going to see some good cart movement here, most likely. Got a spawn lock here by FLUX. Multiple behind the back shots. Taser still alive at cart. Cart moving around the bend. And at this point, they have passed the previous mark that Ping is taking the map. And with 2 minutes remaining, 100% well in the rights, but congratulations to FLUX for them taking the map. And wow, that was an incredible spawn lock here by FLUX. And that's the kind of late and advanced kind of push you want to see when you're in the enemy spawn. You've got to have players getting deep in the flank, getting that spawn lock on those sight lines, and still getting people pushing that cart. Taser now at 114 kills, absolutely crushing it. With over 5,000, or just under 5,000 points ahead of the second place on his team. Really showing just how strong of a player he is. Seeing a big group up by FLUX here, pushing towards cart.
One minute remaining.
60 seconds here. Taser coming around with a nice alley flank here. Seeing a little movement on cart, but only a couple. FLUX managing to stay alive until the pink player spawned in. Flippy also going over 100. And yeah, 505, you did call it. You did. Shenrao getting ready for a group up. Time for one or two more group ups. Some cart movement here. Push getting shut down. I don't think Fathead saw Traku, him taken out with the rockets.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Can FLUX get the
3,
overtime?
2,
I'm not seeing
1.
many. Oh, Nugget it coming in, getting that overtime. Will not followed by any others, but FLUX still take the map, finishing off 6% ahead of where Ping was. So congratulations to FLUX taking the launch pad and handedly. Looking at in scores, Taser 119, finishing off with just under 2 KD here. Huge score of 13,000. Second fragging and second scoring Nugget, which is an impressive showing considering his ping. And for Ping, to no one's surprise, Flippy going also over 100 kills, 107 to 69, and scoring 12,000, also 5,000 ahead of the second place, followed by second fragging Quad at 65 and second scoring Fathead. So, but good showing by both teams. A surprising amount of coordination from teams that have probably, I want to say, have never really played in these specific lineups before. So it goes to show how experienced these players are. They can fall into their roles despite having multiple playtime together. This really demonstrates just how much understanding these players have of the meta here. So looking forward to the second round. Will Ping be able to take the second map and take this to a control point? That is the big question here. And with Flippy's long range accuracy here, I think finally, and him finally starting to get warm up, I think this could, I want to say, this does give a little bit more benefit towards Ping. So if they're going to take a map, I anticipate it'll be here. That head also is a very strong Waterway player. So, and we saw a lot of heavy use by FLUX. Traku with the shotguns and rockets, moderation, Shinrao with the rockets, even Nugget. So, and this isn't something that's really going to benefit them here. So, we'll see how it goes. But then again, FLUX can keep coordinated. They still have a chance to take the second map and end it right here. We see a player coming out. Is Fathead. Not sure what he's doing. Hopefully coming back in. Unless they're bringing in another player. Oh, and they are. Mr. Soap coming in. Good to see Mr. Soap. Yeah, and this might be a good move by them. Surprisingly, they took Fathead out, though. But Mr. Soap is a very good Waterway player. He's a player I know if I see in a Waterway. I know it's getting amped up to the next level. So I think Mr. Soap just recently got recruited to Loop. So congratulations to him for the roster change there. It'll be interesting to see how he can contribute to that team in Season 5. There's Soap coming in for FLUX. Yeah, I should have realized that. Who did he replace? I feel like I should. Moderation. Yeah, he replaced Moderation. Fathead coming back in. That makes more sense. See what these guys are doing over here. Fathead probably talking shit. I wouldn't be surprised.
First
Oh.
elimination.
Tracker getting headshotted. Ooh. Looks like Tracker getting headshotted. Hello, Shinrao. Taser and Flippy. Mr. Soap. Cleaver. Is it Cleaver or Clever? Towelie. Always fun to pub with. Oh, he's doing a little hard. Love you too, Towelie. Bye bye. Flippy. And it's Quad. Rocking the skin. Just waiting for them to get ready. Not really sure just how much of a conversation is going on right now. But despite bringing in Mr. Soap, I still think the advantage is going to slightly go in Ping's favor here. Just with their slightly better long range firing. But we'll see. We will see. Anything could happen. Let's start off with Quad here. Ping.
2, 1, go.
Alright, first rollout here. Quad going for a pistol sniping position. Early button push by Ping here at B. Quad going back for button.
Red takes A.
And 2 buttons currently for Ping. Mr. Soap getting a nice flank here on Quad. And getting a button early countdown by FLUX here.
Blue countered.
Quad finally getting control of his own
Takes C.
base.
Blue takes A.
2 Ping players at B. Pushing up Quad and getting taken down on the rail.
Red
Cleaver
takes
taking him
A.
out. And also dying. Not sure who took him out, but getting some
Red
Mad
takes
Clever back
B.
vision here.
Blue takes B.
Trying to wait for resources here.
B.
Good movement to B here, hiding behind the far wall. Taser taking him out in his base.
Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes B. Blue takes
Long distance
B.
tag by Flippy on B.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
B is going back and forth. Both teams trying to get good foothold in B, but unable to really
Blue takes
solidify the hold there.
Red takes B.
Taser finally getting some space here in his base. He's going to chase down the Flippy though.
Blue takes B.
And taking him out. Countdown by FLUX here. However, Taser going down, ahead getting the counter and kill. Neither team really showing much an advantage at this point. And just as crucial as this first point is for the momentum of each team, it is not happening still. This could be a long one, folks. Taser with a nice tag on that bottom rail.
Blue team.
Another countdown by FLUX.
Countered.
Button hold here, them losing, however, the enemy base, Ping getting the counter. Another countdown here. Still 4 players alive for Ping though. Taser coming in. Flippy taking him out and holding down the button here. However, still multiple FLUX in their base. Shinrao, nice shotgun to the face, taking out 2 players, Flippy and Fathead. And Tally.
Blue team scores in counter.
I need to turn off my Discord notifications.
Blue team scores in 3.
Another countdown by FLUX, getting countered though.
Blue team countered.
Blue team,
Blue takes
so far I've
B.
been getting all the countdowns. I want to say around 4 or 5 already. Yet to really see much of a strong showing by Ping here. A little bit of an advantage here towards FLUX. And
Blue takes
currently,
B.
Mr. Soap leading the way with an awesome 14 and 6.
Red takes C.
Mr. Soap being a great addition to FLUX here for their
Red
lineup.
team scores
But we're
in
seeing a
3.
countdown by Ping,
Blue countered.
getting countered at FLUX's base here. Or no, at Ping's base. Wasn't expecting that.
Blue takes C. Red takes A.
Currently, the only player on Ping going positive right now being Flippy, 15 and 10.
Red
Also a
takes
top scoring for his team.
team scores.
Another countdown by FLUX. Only 2
Countered.
players left, but we're going to see a counter by Quad here at B.
Blue team
Fathead
scores
taking out
in
Taser.
3. Countered. Blue team countered.
Ping getting stuck in their base a little bit, finally clearing out their base though.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Nice dodge by Fathead. Nearly managed to miss. Shinrao with a nasty rocket kill on that bottom rail there. Yeah, Shinrao is probably one of the few players you're ever going to see effectively use rockets on Waterway. A lot of people have called him
Blue takes C.
a master of the art of rocketry, really. Some of the ways he uses rockets and the curves he uses are, yeah,
Red takes C.
it's a really high level of skill that you
Blue
just don't
takes
see
C.
demonstrated by a lot of players.
Red takes C.
Flippy going on a mad dash spree here.
Blue takes B.
Gonna take out my Mr. Soap down into their basement though.
Blue takes A. Red
Just need their own base. FLUX not realizing they still have
countered.
Ping players in their base.
Red takes A.
Finally getting B, but still they do not have their base. Choosing to push out,
Red takes C.
which might benefit them in the long run, but gotta have all the buttons. Battled under B here, Quad taking Mr. Soap out. Quad pushing up, nice tag by on Shinrao there. Headshot and a triple kill on Nugget. Looking for that 4th tag, taking out Taser. Quad with a 4 kill, shot in the back by Traku, but a nice kill streak by Quad. Big battle here at the bottom of FLUX, Ping's base here. Telly getting ready to push out. Nugget taking him out with a lot of post dash there, not surprising. Nugget come back in, a brief countdown by FLUX here. still unable to hold on to that last button. Ping now with 2 buttons and holding on to B, and a big push by Ping. However, a countdown, only Quad left alive. He gets the counter though, barely holding on. Multiple countdowns by FLUX, but once again, there were plenty of Pings still alive to counter this. Now you're taking out Tally, pushing up with just a sliver of health here. Assassinated by Fathead on bottom rail. Kill trace back and forth, Taser on bottom, taking Quad out. Barely hanging on here. Countdown by Ping. Just countered by Traku. Last second here in their own base.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Currently, Mr. Soap still leading the way in terms of score. Fathead closely following. Flippy
Blue takes B.
still being the only one with a significant KD on Ping. Big battle at B here. Taser, nice moves there to stay alive. However, not quite enough to avoid Tally. Shinrao taking B. A red streak just flying by though.
Countered. Red takes B.
Big battle here at B. Multiple players. Still one more red. Fathead getting B. Fathead hiding behind the wall. We're seeing a good group up at B here, but a blue streak just flying by here.
Blue team scores. Countered.
Cheeky move by Fathead to take Mr. Soap out from behind. Nugget avenging him. Flippy going 3-1. Getting taken out in Blue's base. Fathead trying to duck, but didn't quite work out. So we are now under 17 minutes, still no score. Multiple teams getting counters, or getting countdowns here.
Blue takes A. Red takes A. Red takes A. Blue takes A. Blue team score. Countered.
Let's count down.
Blue team countered.
Countered at their base.
Red takes B. Blue
Ping now
takes
getting B as well. Big.
Blue
Oh,
takes
Taser
score.
falling in the water. Not
Countered.
quite able
Blue
to
team
get his
scores.
dash up in time.
Countered.
Probably a mixture of.
Red takes C.
Not quite sure if that was just like a
Red team score.
unable to get
Countered.
that dash to land, or just didn't have a dash.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Seeing a push in by FLUX here, but they really need. They skipped B.
Red team scores.
Taser's getting stuck in the basement, not where he wants to be. Out! Whoa!
Wins
I'm not sure.
round.
It looked like he pushed that button, but it did not register. Yeah. You got to make sure you have that button pushed down all the way. That's got to be frustrating. First point going to Pink here. That point took almost 10 minutes, but we're finally seeing Pink in the lead here.
Blue takes
So if they can keep up this 1-0 lead, we're seeing this.
countered.
We're gonna see this go to a control point.
Red team
And now the
scores
countdown by
3.
Pink, and it's a team wipe. Second point, quickly going. Wow, that was less than a minute there.
Round.
Ping now going 2-0. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe Ping finally getting some strong momentum. Players getting warmed up or something.
Red takes the first elimination.
Fathead, interestingly, going for those revolvers.
Blue team countered. Blue team.
I don't know if I've ever seen Fathead use revolvers before.
Countered.
Gets the counter though.
Blue team
taken out.
Scores in countered.
Seeing a countdown here by FLUX.
Blue team
And a
countered.
FLUX countdown. Ping barely struggling to survive here, but they do get the counter at B though. FLUX have got to roll back someone towards that, or
Scores in
now the countdown.
Red team scores.
And a counter countdown by Pink here. Only Taser and Nugget. Taser with the last second counter at B. But another countdown. 3 FLUX alive though. Countered at B and their base.
Red team scores 3.
Ping countdown. And they keep losing it at Flux's base. Quad riding the rail. Only a tiny bit of health getting taken out by Taser. Tally taking him out, holding down B, trying to hide behind the button there. Barely managing to survive. Taken out by Nugget at a distance. Nugget falling into the water. Probably a post water suicide there. Countdown by FLUX. FLUX has really have got to start making some headway here if they want to take this map. They've got to take 3 points. And early on, FLUX did have the majority of the countdowns here. I think it took Ping a little bit to adjust. 3 Ping players at B. We're seeing a group up push. Mr. Soap taking out Tally though. FLUX locking down their basement. And it looks like all of Ping has been cleared. Now a counter push by FLUX towards B. Not fast enough to avoid the second push by Ping here at B. A nice reflex snap tag at B by Mr. Soap. And a Ping countdown. Only Traku and Taser. Taser and Shinrao. A nice hold. Ping takes Kale with a double tag and a hold. Ping taking it 3-0. That was if we had condensed that final match into just that, the time that the points were scored, Ping would have had to score in about 3 or 4 minutes there. It was a really good showing towards the end. Alright, top kills going to Flippy. No surprise there. 46-31 and 12,000 leading the map in score. Mr. Soap and Taser close in kills. 45 and 47. Mr. Soap taking the top score though. And it is incredible showing. But despite Mr. Soap being a really, really strong performance here, Ping taking it. It goes to show you just how important objective play is for this domination map. But yeah, congratulations, Ping. We are going to a control point. It is a 1-1, a dominant performance on that. Dominant performance on the domination map by Ping and FLUX taking previously the launch pad. Predictions for control point. This should be interesting. Looks like we're seeing a swap out for FLUX. We'll see who they bring back in. I want to say they had moderation last time. But typically, the objective people, the ones that took the domination map, especially on Waterway, they will have the advantage when it comes to a control point. We haven't seen any server swaps either, so we are only doing 1 control point today. So FLUX have got to get that coordination that we saw on that payload map earlier, and they gotta bring it on this control point if they want to take it. But yeah, it was a really slow start for both teams, I want to say. Ping struggling at the beginning half. I thought FLUX were going to take it just in the first 8 minutes, but we saw some people get warmed up. Quad, Fathead, both, I think, struggling a little bit at the beginning, but picking it up. Mad Cleaver and Tally getting that objective focus, being very aggressive and supporting Flippy on his tear, and they took it. That was it's a good showing. So yeah, each team takes some time and we'll move on to our next phase. If you're watching, make sure to give this a like and subscribe if you are not subscribed. I know this is a bare bones cast, but hopefully I'll be able to get it back in. I think they had some recent update kind of broke some things, so I need to I'll need to talk to Gelly Arthur after this. Here we go.
Match starts in 3, 2,
Let's see what Fathead does at the
go.
beginning. Fathead going for SMGs.
Red team has
Double
captured
SMGs can be
the
really strong on control
Blue
point,
team has captured the control
especially with how they got buffed just a few months ago.
the control point.
Long kill tag on Taser,
Blue team
taking out the
has
other
captured
SMG
the
user.
control point.
Early lead currently going to Pink here, 14 and 18. Fathead getting a triple tag, trying to survive. Manages to take out Mr. Soap on a 4-kill
The control point.
early kill streak here,
Red team has captured the control point.
and you know he's going to be chased by the Flux players. Are going to call that out. And that is a fifth. That is sort of a team wipe. I don't know if he took out everyone. He's on a 6-0 right now. Not yet to tag the button though, but not even needed. His team supporting him. A behind the back kill on Shinrao. 8 kill streak by Fathead. Oh, and getting taken out by Mr. Soap in the head. You know that felt good for Mr. Soap. But right now, 43-23 lead in favor of Ping. Ping showing that button focus here. Flippy with a ton of button pushes. Nearing 3,000 already. Just seconds into the match. Taser taking out Flippy. Quad taking out Taser. Quad in the attic. Chasing that flank there. Probably Shinrao. We're still seeing the lead being held pretty consistently by Ping here. They've got the flanks, they've got control of the button area here. Now they just have to push button. Big battle here, only 2 blue players left in the area. Taser getting the final tag here. He gets taken out by Flippy. Flippy going back and forth over that button. Shinrao unable to set up with double SMGs. So they did bring moderation back. So good to see him back. It's always tough though coming in for that third map if you didn't play the second. I find performing well on the third map. Pretty difficult. Shinrao taking quad out. And the 1-1 taking out Matt Clever. Long distance kill on Flippy. Holding down that sight line. Ping still holding that 20+ lead though. Still plenty of time for Flux, but they've got to put a little more focus on the button. They won't take this. Now 30-point lead for Ping. When we see a lead like this early on, it's likely the losing team doesn't even realize that they're behind. And that's something they got to realize early on in order to counter it. We're seeing it getting cut down just a little bit, around like 28. No, I wasn't even close. Like a 20. Yeah, just. Yeah, never mind. 10-point lead now. Flux getting the counter. And they're catching up. They're catching up. Lead getting diminished. See more objective focus by Flux. Getting a tag on Mr. Soap. Barely surviving there. Good use of that corner there. To scrape off that kill. Getting taken out on the rail by Shinrao. Nice long distance headshot. You say it's by a charged pistol shot there. Flippy taking him out with his own headshot. Looks like the button got stolen away from Flippy there. Gets taken out without a dash. Hate to see it. It happens on control point a lot. Looks like we got a drop on Ping's side. Oh, now that's not good. Who was that? Track. No, he's on Flux. Who was that? It's Tally. Yeah, it's Tally. That's not good. They still have the lead here, but them not having that extra player. Wow, that's going to be a huge hit on them. Tally's got to get back in here. But Flippy saying, no, we still don't need him. I'll do it all myself. Taking on multiple players and pushing that button. Taser now going on a tear on a 3. Tag, just from what I've seen. Wow. Oh, 4. That might have been 5 kills. Finally going down. Currently, Taser and Flippy are tied for KD, 30 and 18. Flippy, however, huge margin in points. Doing everything. Taser getting a spawn kill on Tally. We're still seeing a lead. Tally back in finally, and with minimal points lost, they still have the lead here. 20 plus points.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control
Seeing a flank maneuver by Bad Hit here. Trading with Shinrao.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has
Ping still with decent lead here, around 30 points. And now ending, coming around that 200 point stretch here. FLUX have really got to focus on pushing that button and catching up, because at the 200 mark, every second counts now. Shinrao choosing to go for that shield. Oh, might have been on accident. Not sure, or just wanted to do it briefly. Not sure. League still hovering around 20, just shy of 20. Still in Ping's favor though. Gotta push that button though. That button's not getting pushed, and we're seeing the lead just slowly going up. We saw multiple blue in the area. Not sure why they didn't choose to hit that button. He's still holding on to the 20-point lead. Nice tag on Flippy though by Traku. And still multiple red in that area, pushing that button. Flippy with a nice dash and tag maneuver.
Blue team has captured the control point.
Multiple flux. But we're seeing the lead continuing to build here, now at over 30 points. And at this late, this is not what FLUX wants to see. Mr. Soap getting taken out. Some button holding here on Pink's side. At this point, it could be a good strategy for them. Just got to maintain that lead, and not only are they maintaining it, but they're continuing to build it as well. Still leading, Flippy, huge point margin, 14,000. He has more points than the next 3 players, or the 2 players below him. So he is killing it right now. Not leading the map in kills though. That goes to Tasers. 47, 48 now, and 27. But he's not pushing that button as much as Flippy is. 20 points left remaining for Ping here. 18. That 40-point margin going to Ping. This is looking extremely bleak for FLUX now. They're going to have to see a miraculous comeback for them to take this. But Ping are not letting up. Constant pressure. Ten points left, and Ping seals it. Still building. 6 remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. FLUX not pushing the button. Ping take it with a 33-point. No. Yeah, a 33-point margin in favor of Ping. They had that advantage the entire time, and they continued to hold on to it. And you notice the top 2 scorers, much higher than the top two, than even the top scorer for FLUX. Just goes to show just how objective focused Ping was. So congratulations to Ping taking the map here. Flippy, astonishing 50 and 34 with 16,000. So congratulations to them. However, we're still early on the season. Every team still has 4 or 3 matches left to go. So once teams get more coordinated and continuing, we'll see how these teams develop over time. All right, well, that about wraps it up. Thank you for everyone that joined me on this bare bones cast today. I'll hopefully have it a little bit more organized and maybe with some commentators later. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekends. Stay tuned. We'll have more casts up for you later. Signing out, this has been Kastle. See you later.